Welcome back to my channel. My name is Monette, and this is my channel, Evolve with Monette. For those of you guys that are new here, I'm a professional intuitive empath. So good to share energy with you. Let me get my flyaways unflown. Fly away. How are you guys doing today? What day is today? Today's Thursday. It's a Thursday night, and I hope you're feeling right. We're going to be here doing a little bit of just questions, Q&A. I had a few emails, guys. This one here's going to drive me crazy. Is that it? I think so. I think we got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got it. Okay. We are going to do a little Q&A. I had some requests for that. Let me also zip up a little bit because we know I don't think the trolls can handle it. I don't think you're ready. It's so funny when you're going live, when you're taking the thumbnail, you can see yourself, but you don't really know what you're gonna look like. Okay, there we go. So that's a little bit better. A little bit of a little bit of tantalization. All right, guys. So let's get into it. For anybody that pops in, if you have a question, happy to answer the question. And one of the things that's been on my mind today is femininity. Femininity. What is it? How do we express it? And how does it benefit us completely? So, femininity. Guys, one of the things that, I had a client today say to me is that, hi, next level. Hi, so good to have you here. We're just doing Q&A. Any question you want to ask me? That's relatively sane. Or any question that you might have about yourself that you'd like for me to answer, happy to do that for you. All right, but I'm gonna just chat for a while until I see some questions pop up. So one of the things that I had happen today was a client was telling me about an experience she had with her husband, and it really just caught me, and it's been kind of a theme in my life in the last several years for sure as well. And I feel like you can find yourself divine feminine anytime you're ready to, whether you're in a soft life or you're not in a soft life, whatever it is. I'm doing good, next level. I'm doing good. How are you doing? So she said to me that she was making beautiful bread or something at home, and her husband was just looking at her, and he's just staring at her, and so happy, and he's so enamored with her. And she was like, why are you looking at me like that? And he was like, because you aren't stressed out. Now she's going through a season where she is not at any job that's stressing her out, so she's just been at home being an amazing homemaker and doing the things that she wants to do. And thank you so much. Yes, I am married. I am married. And so she's at home doing the things that she wants to do, and she's baking and she's cleaning and whatever. But she was baking specifically in this moment, and thank you so much. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate that. But and he looks at her and he's just so taken by her beauty, and he's like, I've just never seen you look so happy. And she said to me it's because she's been in her soft girl era and she wasn't stressed out. So she had time to be beautiful. She had time to just exist. She had time to not question anything that was going on in her life, which just was radiating off of her. She was quite literally more perceptively attractive to her husband, who was seeing her, who was married her, who was seeing her naked, who was seeing her clothed, who was seeing her with sweat dripping from her brow, who was seeing her cleaning the house, whatever the case may be. But something about her resting in her femininity was so attractive. And that was what I wanted to kind of chat with you guys about tonight. If you have people asking you, what are you bringing to the table, and they're really red pilled, right? And maybe you're pink pilled, whatever pill we are. I mean, I'm wearing pink tonight, a little hot pink for us, but whatever is happening in your life with whoever you're around, you have to decide how you show up. And I tell you, if you're not as stressed out, you're going to show up in a more beautiful space. I don't care if you think you're not conventionally attractive. There's a creator on here who I actually really enjoy her content. She's brilliant. And I personally, I'm attracted to her type. I think she's gorgeous. She is chocolate, and she has beautiful lips and striking features, and looks like she stepped out of someone's like model magazine to me. But she professes that she's unattractive, probably because of trauma and scars and people projecting, nastiness on her. America's lost. My phone is too small for this thing. Felicia. Hi, Felicia. Okay, so Felicia, I'm waiting for more people to come in, but I'm looking for my folks. Oh, thank you for clarifying. Thank you for clarifying. I'm looking for my folks for a moderator because we already have trolls. Girl, we already have trolls. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, so let's get the trolls out of here. And so it begins. Okay, hold on one second. Hello, 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 Michaela. Hold on one second. We're dealing with trolls. All right. Got it. Gone. Excellent. All right. So, wow. Uh, it's fascinating, the trolls. Hello. So if I have any of my subscribers that pop in and you want to moderate, let me know and I'll add you as a moderator so that you can kick out whatever trolls come in. Lord, it's, you know what's so funny to me, y'all? I have been shot at. I have been choked out. I have had Caucasian people threaten to hang me from the nearest tree by morning. I have had so many atrocities and horrible things happen to me. Trolls coming on here is hilarious to me that they think that fat jokes are like that's all you got. You guys got, man. They try to kill me in real life. You're kidding. All right, Felicia, I'm gonna add you as a moderator. Thank you. Hold on, Felicia. Give me a second. Let me get you in here. Okay. All right, Felicia. I am adding you as a standard moderator, so you should be able to kick out trolls. So if anybody's being hateful or whatever, or throwing their lame ass jokes, please remove them. Okay, I am okay. It's okay. It seems like it's pretty easy. I had another subscribed member figure it out, and is it Michaela? Michaela, are you part of this channel, Michaela? Just answer me back. I'm not sure because you look familiar. I feel like I've seen you here before, but I'm not sure. And last time I had like a sneaky troll sneak in and start deleting comments. So I just want to be really sure. Not that I can't remove anybody. But anyway, Felicia, let me know how it goes for you. From the screenshots that my subscriber, Boom, subbed. Are you just subbed or you've been subbed? Did you say boom or been? I'm sorry, it went by so fast. Anyway, here's what I was gonna say to you. What am I saying? What am I saying? Let me know how it goes. It is relatively easy to be able to like see if someone's commenting and then delete their comment and or remove them if they're being wild. If it's too much, no worries. Let me know. You don't want to do it. No pressure at all. Okay. All right. So what I was saying here is that it doesn't matter. Oh, okay. Okay, got it. Got it. All right. Thank you so much for subbing. But what I was going to say is that it doesn't matter when you're in your soft girl era. If you're in a soft girl era, it just means that you have the ability to not just rest and relax and be pretty for people that are onlooking, but that you are doing a lot of self-care. That's what I really describe it as, and that self-care radiates. Here's the thing, even from the troll that was just here pointing out, I am big as fuck. That's what they said. Hello, you're amazing. Glad you don't change for people reading like that, like the others do. Hello, you're amazing. Hold on one second. Let me see what you said. Glad you don't change people for a reading like all the others do. Charged. Well, I do charge. I actually make this this is my living, to be very honest with you. But when I'm on here, I pay attention to a lot of finance pros and a lot of wealth building business women and men. And, I'm thinking of Gary Vee, who always, made it really clear that if you are providing anything to the community, there needs to be a service that the community can access that is free of charge. I do charge, and I charge fair prices for my service. I freelanced for many years for a lot of psychic sites as well, and they overcharge, I would say, to a degree for my services. I charge a fair wage, but tonight, no, it's not. It's not just a cash app or whatever. When people want to donate, they will. God always makes a way, and let me tell you something. God hired me. Who's gonna fire me? And I want to tell you what. He always pays my bills. I'm very grateful. I do charge, and I think it's very okay for metaphysical people to charge. So I am just like the others. It's just tonight I'm doing an exchange of energy that I feel called to do. Okay, but thank you. I appreciate that you appreciate the work that we're doing here tonight. So here's the deal. Like the troll said, we're gonna learn something from the troll because even a broken clock is right twice a day. I am big as fuck. I am morbidly obese. I am not the conventional standard of anybody's beauty in this country, and I think that's why my face matters. And I think that's why my energy matters, and I think faces like mine matter. I am not part of the body positive or negative community. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you need to find your own beauty and be comfortable with it. I believe the lady's name is Salkis Ray. I don't know if I'm saying it right. The one that actually advertises her channel as that she's not attractive, which is crazy because I'm telling you, I think she's freaking gorgeous personally. But she doesn't even like for people to tell her that because she's like, don't try to pacify me. Her experience is her experience, and we cannot convince someone of their lived experience. Now, I've had people every day of my life do exactly what that troll did. If you see the comments, if you were here before I deleted that troll, but meaning want to tell me I'm ugly or judge me or secretly judge me, friends that were with me and loving me, but secretly hated that I would get attention or whatever because they were conventionally what America said they should be, whether it was blonde and blue, whether it was skinny in a certain way, even if they were, whatever ethnicity. People have secret weird hatreds if they feel like you have access to something that they don't feel like they get to have access to or benefit from or see. But that's why I'm talking to you guys tonight, because from soft girl era to self-care to whatever, you get to decide your own standard of beauty. I am not the standard, but that doesn't stop me from having experiences that everyone else gets. Even tonight, just tonight, I am traveling still. I'm back from Atlanta. I made it across. I'm back in Florida, but now I'm in Tampa for this evening. And so I'm working and doing some other things and visiting and stuff. So, visiting with a friend. But listen, guys, who may come in, a friend is at a concert. I opted to stay home and work. As you guys know, that's what I love to do. But just on my way out, we're just staying at like a little hotel, okay? And on my way out, because oh, thank you. What am I drinking? A Diet Coke. Actually, usually it's seltzer, but tonight it's Diet Coke. Hi, Belle. Hi. Yes, it is amazing to do my passion and be able to live off of it, but it wasn't always that way, okay? I worked in corporate America. I catered. I had my own catering company. I'm a classically trained chef. All of that stuff. And let me tell you something. Life changed, and I changed, and Kick does games. Kick does games. Kick does games. Kick does games. Okay, I'm gonna let two more. Okay, so Kick does games wants to mod, and Michaela wants to mod. All right, guys. So that's going to be my last two mods. I don't even know how many I can ask. Yes, you can ask a question. I'm going to chat for a while, and I will certainly go through, and I'll be answering your questions, Belle. So let me turn on moderator. Listen, Kick does games. You seem new here, so if there's any shenanigans, I will immediately take care of it. Michaela, I'm trusting you too. So let's see. I feel like a teacher. Like, you guys get to show me. Are you going to do what needs to be done? If not, Lord Jesus. All right. And I'm going to add Michaela. Okay. All right, so I have moderators now, so hopefully we have good behavior. What I was saying here, guys, is you get to decide your standard of beauty. Tonight, as I was going out of the hotel, a guy saw me. I've changed, I had a few things happening, but anyway. So I was going to the hotel, and I'm newish. I've been in a few streams before. Okay, excellent. Thank you so much, Belle. I appreciate it. Yes, Belle, you can ask any question. I will follow back up and answer through. as long as it's reasonable, nothing too body or outlandish. Anyway, and a guy was really sweet, and he like offered his arm, and he was like, "Where are you going to the ball?" Whatever. I had on like a really sparkly scarf and other stuff. I've kind of like toned it down a little bit for here right now, but and was really sweet, and whatever the case may be, I was chatting with him. It was really sweet. I left. I went to have dinner. I went to have dinner by myself. All right. Oh wow. Okay. Well, we'll see if I can answer. That's a hilarious. It's not hilarious. It's just interesting because that's kind of the subject matter today. So it's very on track for the subject matter. So I'll be happy to answer in the most honest way that I can. So what I was saying is that I went to the restaurant. I went to the restaurant by myself, and when I was there, a guy chatted me up. He was sitting there by himself eating too. He was asking me where I was from. He was, we were at a Asian place, and he was like, "You're gonna have to teach me how to use those chopsticks." And he was flirting a little bit and whatever. Now, y'all, I have my ring on. I have my ring on, so clearly, you can tell that I'm married, but that did not deter him. So he chatted me up for the entire night, and then made sure to slide me his number right at the end of it. And I was like, "Oh, okay, thank you, whatever." And really like curious about where I was at, how long I'll be here, and all of that stuff. These are experiences that Standard America says that someone that looks like me should have, especially the troll. Why would I have that? If you that big, who's trying to talk to you? But that's what femininity do. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. You can tap into your own form of beauty. And because I have fully embraced my own femininity and my divine feminine essence, doesn't mean I'm perfect, doesn't mean I get it right every day. But it means that I don't even notice that that's happening sometimes. This was quite overt. Even when I returned back, the guy that was trying to escort me to the faux ball was like, "Oh, that was a quick supper, and did you bring anything back for me?" And I was like, "Oh, now, I was like, what is happening? The light's on." That's when you're working on your sacral energy. That's when you're in balance, and that's when you embrace that you're attractive no matter what size, shade, shape, ethnicity, color, whatever you are. People will find you attractive, and that's what I want to pass along to you guys, because I get a lot of emails from you guys. I get a lot of questions sometimes when we're in these lives, or sometimes questions under the comments of my pre-recorded videos, and people definitely troll and are like, "You're fat." Clearly, that's obvious to see. We can see that. But what they don't know, I always say, don't let the size fool you, because we all have our own swagger and our own riz and our own ability to pull. And beauty truly is in the eye of the beholder. But it doesn't matter what size you are. You may not be everybody's type, but if you're dealing with masculine and feminine energies, femininity can't be denied. Because I exude femininity, because I carry myself in a certain way, that causes visceral reactions for people, because our attractiveness is primal. It's not because I am everybody's type. I'm not. In fact, I'm sure that I'm not a lot of people's type. But what they can't ignore is that when I walk by, it's femininity galore, meaning I exude it. I have on a perfume that I love. I have on a sparkle that makes me smile. I have on a color that makes me feel radiant for the day. And I am unapologetic about my sachet and my sway, okay? I don't hide who I am. I like me. And yes, I like me at smaller sizes, and I've been bigger too. I cannot lay down and die for the likes of, when I say you, I'm saying a proverbial you, meaning the world outside, that would say people like me deserve to not enjoy, to have someone flirt with them, or to get a number slid, or to have someone open the door or be kind. I believe no matter what size or shape you are, that is available to you. And I believe that you can tap into that too. And it's a thing. When I was talking to my client tonight, and she was like, my husband, who knows my life, was looking at me like I'd hung the moon and the stars, and it's because she was radiating femininity. And that is such a beautiful thing, and it is not to be resisted. It doesn't matter what sex you're attracted to. It doesn't matter. I know a lot of you empaths too, you guys are exuding. It's not just femininity, and we're talking about men and women, but like, even if you're just an empath and you're a guy and you have a good soul, have you ever noticed a kid come up and just maybe chat with you? And I don't mean anything weird, but I just mean like, or a kid come up and compliment you if you're a woman and just be like, "I like your shoes." That is because you're exuding a certain kind of energy. And if you are really in tune with that femininity, then you will be pulling in that kind of attention if you would like to, right? I was very okay with it. didn't offend me. It wasn't over the top. It wasn't weird. I'm always polite. I always engage if I feel like I want to. You don't, but you know how it can get demanding and people can be weird, and that's another thing too. But I just want you to embrace whatever level of attractiveness is in you. And I promise you, you too will have people doing all of those same things. And so it's never something that I think is relegated to a way that you look or don't look, because I think that it's really about what you're exuding, okay? So if you are happy with you, let's say you don't want to wear a stitch of makeup, makeup isn't your thing, but you like to have on a great smelling body oil, that's your thing, then you make sure your body oil is body oiling. And if you wear your hair natural, it's gorgeous and coiffed and it's whatever. There's just little things that we can do that really bring into alignment us feeling attractive about ourselves, which will then draw that into. But it's the great equalizer, because it doesn't matter really what you look like. If you are happy with you, that is going to bring people in that are attracted to you too. All right, let's take a look at some of these questions. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Unrelated, but I'm trying to find something to draw. Hmm. Okay. All right, so let's go back here. All right, Belle, so let's take a look at your partner's thoughts about your level of attractiveness. Belle, what's your partner's name, if you don't mind? Or a nickname, if you want to give me. I just like to focus on the energy of a person when I'm taking a look at that. I want to see how Belle's partner feels about her attractiveness. All right, first card out. What he was attracted to really was your soul. I know you're asking a physical question. I have the High Priest here. Clarify attractiveness. There's something going on in the connection, Belle. I'm going to just talk about it real quick. You have some concerns or fears about him leaving or staying, is what I'm saying, or them, he, her, they, however you identify, okay? You have some concerns about your partner leaving and or staying. There's some issue here regarding that. I got the Chariot, I have the Knight of Swords, I have the Eight of Cups, which is about leaving specifically. Clarify what's going on. You're talking about attractiveness. I feel like you guys are having a crisis of consciousness. There's some anxiety. You have PTSD too. The PTSD is linked to past partnership for you and past energetic, I feel like, rejection and or situations where people were toxic with you. This is something that your angels are saying that has been internalized to a certain degree. And clarify Belle's partner. Eight of Cups. Setting free. Belle, we might have to do a read personally, because I really don't want to really get into your tea like that. There's something going on in your relationship. It's deeper than their attraction, okay? There's something going on, and I don't know if this is, I don't know if I'm picking up on what triggered you in a past connection that is affecting this currently, but it feels like past experiences definitely are showing up here, because what I'm getting part of PTSD, I'm getting the Nine of Wands, which is the wounded warrior, and the wounded warrior has to do with Chiron, the place that Chiron is in our chart astrologically. So this is a repeated lesson that you've had about wondering about partners specifically. I heard Elvis has left the building. What does that mean? What does that mean for Belle, guys? Elvis has left the building. No, he is there. You're attractive. You actually are attractive. I have the Sun card here, and it's to be seen, but there's something else going on in the relationship dynamic from what I can see. Let me get one more here. Yeah, there's something going on in the relationship, and it has more to do with who's coming, who's gumming, who's coming, who's going and coming, who's staying. There's sexual stuff going on here too. All right, so I just want you to know that, and I think that that may be what is sparking the question, is because there is a question of sexual attraction as well. And I feel like clarify the energy of attraction. I want you to double check on this relationship, Belle, because what it feels like to me is that whatever past triggers you've had from past connections is definitely affecting what's going on here, but I don't think that you are making up what is happening. So, but I feel like there's something going on with partner, whomever partner is, however partner identifies, and that is affecting you. And because I'm seeing like it's causing a lot of anxiety and a lot of internal tumult within for you because you feel a level of rejection and you feel like you don't know what to do. And I feel like this is much deeper than just the physicality of you. So yes, your partner is attracted, but there's something else going on in the relationship. um, and I'm hearing it can't be redacted. Maybe something was said too that has thrown this off track, is what I'm hearing. Whenever I'm channeling my nose, well, you'll see that happen with readers. It's such a weird thing. Like I'll be out all day and nothing. Um, yeah, there is there is a there is an issue going on in the relationship regarding communication very specifically, but there is communication that's happening via the body or body language. So that's the answer that I'm going to give to you about. All right, let's see what else I have here. Wondering about my partner's attractiveness or appearance. Interesting. I had a question. I'm trying to get noticed by more people. I always feel invisible. Is there anything that I can do? Kate does games. Moderator, unrelated, but I'm trying to find something to draw. I want to get better at drawing. What should I draw? There's actually great people here on YouTube that teach about drawing and painting. And really, the first thing I'm going to say is you should draw whatever inspires you. I don't know if you do abstracts, landscapes, portraits. What's your jam or what's your medium? Are you doing pastels, oils, watercolors, acrylic? Are you sketching? So answer some of those questions and I can help you narrow it down for sure. Regarding getting yourself noticed more, you feel invisible. That's a deeper question. I'm going to answer that with a tarot pull and see, and then I'll see what else we have going on. Excuse me. How can Kick Those Games get themselves noticed more? You got to get out of your head. You got to get out of your head. Nine of Wands as well. Nine of Wands is showing up a lot here tonight. Nine of Wands is about anxiety very specifically. So one of the things that you have to do, it came out upside down. And so I know that you struggle with putting yourself out there. You might need to identify whether you're an extrovert or an introvert too. But that doesn't mean that you can't be out there because there are a lot of introverted people. I'm thinking of Kendrick Lamar who actually are stars, right? So if you want to be a star, it's about getting out of your head. That's what they're saying very specifically. What you can do, what active thing can Kick those games do? What they want you to do is actually start scripting what it is that you would like to bring in and start speaking over that. They're also saying that working with water for your spiritual realignment would be really good. So if you're in the shower, like mantras for yourself in the shower, a bath, or literally going by a body of water and grounding and envisioning what you're manifesting, envisioning your manifestations. But the first thing is they want you to get out of your head. They're saying that you deserve to be seen, and that's like a throwback to being a kid. And I think that not having whatever the dream was really kind of fully encouraged, and so now they're challenging you to be the person that believes in your dream is what I'm hearing. Okay, and they said you have to also, I get the Hangman here, so you've been maybe in a place of stagnancy. That stagnancy might be coming from fear, so that's something that you'll have to like recalibrate, okay, for yourself and figure out where you go from there. Let's see. Belle, Alex, I want to know when I will have a financial breakthrough. Oh, Felicia, let's ask one question. When will Felicia have a financial breakthrough? Guys, I'm only going to do one question too. I see that there's some repeats, so I'm only going to do one. So if I've already answered your question, that will be it. Five of Pentacles. Your financial breakthrough has to do with you feeling worthy. One of the things that you are battling through or that you've been working through First of all, they're saying healing heartbreak. I'm being attracted to the color green. And sometimes when we are off emotionally, then money can be seen. We are not attracting and we are not making money in a way that really like feels good for us and it comes easy. And one of the things that they say, Five of Pentacles, is that you've literally felt left out in the cold. One of the things your angels want you to know is that nothing is ever as hopeless as it seems. The other thing that you are working through is a poverty consciousness specifically, and kind of lifting that off of you. You're breaking some of your own generational curses. You ask, when can you expect a breakthrough? And they're saying when you decide that you want to. Clarify a time frame for her though. When exactly will she start to see a break? This is something that's happening literally. Ace of Cups, one more. Ten of Pentacles. So October specifically is the time frame that I see you feeling an alleviation, or there is an influx of security, safety, and money. Between now and then, I want you to adjust what you're taking in. I'm talking about mantras and things when you're going to sleep, whether it be subliminals or binaural beats, all around money, because they said that there has to be a recalibration about that and releasing of the poverty consciousness, what you believe you can have. There's something about you getting money and then it going out, right? Which is good because money needs to go in and out and there needs to be an exchange rate and flow. But they're saying that when that's been happening with you, there's a fear of you letting it go. And that has a lot to do, they're showing me, with childhood stuff. And so that's a poverty consciousness, and that's what they're making you very aware of. It doesn't mean that it's impossible to circumvent, to overcome. You will. But they're saying that you have been stuck there still, is what I'm hearing. And they're saying that has been worked through you. Also, spend time around people that have more than you and make more than you. And if you don't know them, you do here, because YouTube is here. So like the finance bros and girls, or whatever the case may be, spend time around people that are making money. I'm thinking of Dave Ramsey if you're a Christian and you want to go that direction. Susie Orman if you're part of the LGBTQIA. There's all kinds of financial advisors. And if I were you, I'd start listening to, because even being in the alignment and the vibration of people that are like-minded, meaning if you're wanting to be of an ilk where your money is breaking through, be around people that help people get money breakthroughs. Beyond being downloaded with ideas and suggestions that you might pick up from these gurus, right? You will also have an opportunity to just be in the energetic vibration of money, okay? And that's something that you can do that is free, and you can do it tonight. You can click off of here right now and you can go find a financial advisor that resonates with you. You don't have to pay them anything, give them anything. A lot of the content is free. So go find something that resonates with you, and you will start to break that energy of poverty and of lack. Because also one of the things they're saying too regarding the financial breakthrough is, like, I heard monkey on your back, but then I'm also hearing that it has permeated other areas of your life. So it might have been like maybe dating a partner who wasn't, financially stable or right. Or if you were financially stable or right, taking on a partner who might have brought you down karmically, and then they're affecting your finances too. So they're saying that this is a major breakthrough, and you're breaking a generational curse as well. And they said they want you to have some good defenses up, and they want you to start really accounting too, is what I'm getting here. Quite literally, they want you to start taking inventory. I'm hearing being a good steward, and there's a level of keeping track of your finances very specifically. All right, in an old school way, we're actually writing it down. All right, let's see. Bell, Alex, Bell, they're a Capricorn. Sorry, I was busy. I might have to leave. No worries, Michaela. I'll take you off. Thank you so much. Trying to get Michaela off. Alright, I can't. She's leaving. Thank you, Felicia. Alright. I think he is committed and loyal. What kind of sexual stuff? Huh. I don't know. I don't understand the question. Let's see. Felicia, hello. Afghanistan, hello. Okay, I'm very confused. Yes, I don't know. They're attracted to me sexually, physically, and I do have acid innovate. I'm very confused. I don't know if they're attracted to me sexually or physically. No, you didn't do anything wrong in the situation. I don't think you did anything wrong in the situation. I was picking up on some past stuff, which you kind of like said has happened. Yeah, you definitely would need a personal. But like, if we're doing questions here, then if it's like a question you want to ask me about myself, whatever, or if it's a question you want to ask you, but that one got really in depth, and I was like, there is a conversation that would have to be had here for us to really read. I don't want to like spill all your business. All right, kick landscape. All right. All right. Landscape and pencil sketches. Introvert. I had a feeling you were an introvert. Okay, so I'm gonna keep reading. Kenneth, I'm a karmic in my relationship. My wife's having an affair, and everything is going good with her, and everything is going bad to me. Kenneth, I think we already read last time you were here, right? You look familiar, Kenneth. I think we read. You're the trucker. I'm good at swimming at the lake tomorrow. I'm good. I'm swimming. Oh, good. I love that you're swimming at the lake. Robert. Oh, my God. Robert, are you going to behave yourself tonight? Are you going to behave yourself, Robert? So glad you caught him alive, Robert. All right. What's your favorite TV show or movie? I don't really watch TV. Or I don't really watch TV. I really intake a lot of like I'm learning a lot. I do a lot of content and stuff like that. Not just content like TikTok and YouTube, but like I listen to a lot of teachers and I listen to a lot of spiritual people. I also listen to shenanigans too. It's not all like educational. Favorite movie? I love Devil's Advocate for all of the spiritual reasons. That's a throwback and oldie but a goodie. I'd say that's one of my favorite movies. I love Forrest Gump. That just popped up in my algorithm recently, and I was like, huh, Forrest Gump. Love that. Let's see. Devil's Advocate, Forrest Gump. Oh, Closer. I would say that one of my favorite movies is Closer, and it's starring Clive Owen, who is just so freaking attractive to me, and Natalie Portman, Jude Law, who is also attractive. And Jude Law is a Capricorn, and Julia Roberts is in there too. And it's so funny that she's the person I think of last. Tour de force, brilliant performances by Clive and by Natalie Portman. Absolutely breathtaking. It is a movie that was based on an English play, and so the dialogue and the writing is brilliant and smart. And there's, I do a lot of counseling for people that are in relationships, right? So I counsel a lot of love, relationship stuff, and it was one of the most honest, raw, visceral exchanges. Julia Roberts, spoiler alert. There's a lot of the movie is all about how we will switch partners and how fate will take us into different relationships, and someone might be a karmic one day and then a soulmate another, and it's very interesting. It's before I ever knew these words. This movie came out long, long, long ago. But there's a place where Clive has discovered that his partner, Julia Roberts, has had an affair with someone. And I didn't really believe the chemistry with whom Julia had the affair, but the affair is had. And Clive is just a brilliant actor. And he's questioning her. He's doing the thing we all have done in a relationship if someone cheated on us, where we might have had the folly of wanting to know what happened in the situation. Like, did you do this, did you do that? I don't know why we ask these questions, because once you're playing it back in your head and you just can't get over it. Well, he asked her, and she's like walking away from him. They're fighting throughout the house, right? And she's going upstairs and downstairs, and she's like walking away from him, trying to avoid the fight. And then finally she like turns and looks at him square, and he essentially is saying, like, did you like it? Like, whatever you did you like what you did? Whatever. And she was like, yes, I did. And it's just their exchange, guys. I can't even do it justice. That is so brilliant. And he like curses her out, and he was like, you da 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 da, but it's like cold. And he was like, excellent. And it's like it's like the mask is off. It's so primal. It's so the truth of relationships. It's so the truth of that moment, if you've ever been in that moment. And I would have to say that's probably my top favorite movie because of the psychological, and it's not like a psychological thriller, but it's a mind game regarding love. It's really a mind twister, and it's really well written, and it leaves you with no answered questions, right? You don't leave like, oh, it's a rom-com. Everything's tied up in a neat bow, because that's the truth about love. Sometimes you just don't know. Sometimes it's a karmic hoe. Sometimes it's someone you can never let go. Sometimes it's someone you'll never forget. Sometimes it's someone you wish were not even here anymore. Okay? It's a lot, and it's brilliantly done. So I would have to say my favorite movie number one would be Closer, Devil's Advocate, and then Good Old Forest. All right, that's my answer to that question. Let's see. Okay. All right. How do I purchase a personal reading? You can go to my website, evolvingwithmonette.com. If you go to my page, Bell, you can see, and I have a YouTube special for YouTube newbies. For anybody that's new, you will have a different discounted price for my new YouTube newbies. But that is, I also have multiple readings. I have like a whole menu. So if you're not up for an hour or a full half an hour or whatever, I have smaller readings according to whatever your price range is. It's on the second page of my website. When you go to my website, you'll see me. I have like cotton candy and purple hair. So that's how you know it's me, evolvingwithmonette.com. But if you go to my, I think, about page, there should be a link to my website there, or it should be right under the header page. I don't know. We're on live, so I can't really tell you where to go. But that's how you would purchase a reading. All right. Rain, hey, Rain. Mo, and oh, Rain, you're in the hospital. Real crisis. Oh my gosh. I am praying right now, Rain, for a miracle for you. Rain, email me, please, please, please. mbnata@yahoo.com. Email me, Rain, and tell me what's going on, just you personally. But I am praying right now when I get off this live. I have my little candle kit with me. We're going to light a candle. We're going to pray, okay? So when I'm off this live, I'm absolutely praying for you, Rain, and sending all the love and all the healing energy your way. Archangel Raphael, we're calling you. And right now, Archangel Michael, cut any cords of anything that is around Rain right now. And we're asking every warring angel, Metatron, to blast it out, whatever is going on, Rain. Girl, no real crisis, and I am there with you, feeling for you, and I will be talking to you hopefully soon. So please email me, okay? And we definitely will connect. Absolutely, Rain. Sending so much love. Hi, Miss Laura. I appreciate the in-depth read. I'd like to hear more in a private read. Absolutely, Belle. I would love to do a private read for you. I'd love to hear your voice and chat with you and really get into it. Because, I understand that. Like I said, a cursory question here, but it can be doing up, and that felt private to me, and I don't want to confuse you. Yes, they are attracted. Let's leave it at that. But I think there's some deeper stuff going on that my angels were letting me know. Okay. All right. So I'm the karmic in my marriage because I'm losing and she's winning. No, 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 no. The reason that you will know that you are in a relationship with karmic is if you are losing. It will seem like they're winning, and they're winning because they're siphoning your energy. There are people in this chat that have been married and been divorced, and they felt much better once they got out of the connection. So I'm not going to tell you at all that you're the karmic because you're losing. You will know that you're in a relationship with a karmic partner because you start to lose. Okay, so when I have had relationships with karmic partners, I was losing. You know, one of my favorite mantras is money and I are friends. When I walk in a room, money finds me. Money's looking for me, right? So we all have different mantras that we say about our health, about money, about love, right? So if that is my state, and I was in an abundant state, and then I met someone, allowed them into my life, and then started to lose not just money, but a lot of other things, that was because I was in a karmic relationship where that person was siphoning my energy. So I was not the karmic person. But we could have been karmic to each other. I mean, there's a relative debate about what that is. But no, the litmus test for knowing that you're with a karmic partner is you will start to lose after being once successful or buoyant or abundant financially or emotionally or spiritually. You might even lose your health. It's not just always a financial thing, but there are marked losses and declines that your life takes when you have karmic adjacent energy. Karmic adjacent energy. I would say, from knowing your story from the last reading, Kenneth, that your wife is a karmic, and that is depleting your emotional and energetic resources. So partners that get out of narcissistic abusive relationships or out of relationships where partners cheating and causing a lot of mental anguish report that they look better, they feel better, they might gain weight or lose weight, or they might regain hair that they've lost. There's a lot of physical things that happen when you're with someone who is not in alignment with you, and it's your body and your angel's way of saying, alert, alert, alert. This is danger. This person can't stay here because they're costing you too much. Okay? So you are not karmic. Absolutely not. Doesn't mean you haven't been to somebody. It means in this case, there is a direct correlation to her winning and you losing. And it's because she is switching energy with you. And it's not anything she's doing. It's not like she's saying, give me your energy, then thank you, and I'll take it. But she's depleting you. She's happy. She's fed. She's using your resources. She's sleeping in your bed and doing whatever she wants to. And you're the one spending a lot of time and energy worrying about that and her and what you should do. Does that make sense? So you are being depleted. And in that way, she is karmic to you, but it's making you lose. As soon as you detach, you get it all back. I told a story on here where I was dating someone who was a karmic partner to me, and in the beginning of dating her, I didn't really pay attention to it until a little bit, like maybe like a quarter or halfway through. But I lost a really big client, and when I cut that person off, wouldn't you know it, that client and I miraculously after a year reconnected. That was because the partner that I was with was a karmic partner to me. And it doesn't mean that she came in and said, you're going to lose that client and da 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 da. That did not happen, Kenneth. And that probably isn't happening in your life. Your karmic wife is not saying to you, pestilence and death and plague upon you. That's not what they say. But what they do is they deplete your energy. And so magically, the money, the success, the health, the wealth, the peace of mind all starts to run away because their energy is a repellent for good luck, if you will. That's the best way that I can say it. So after a year of losing like a big client that was like a gut punch to me, and then all of a sudden they're back in my life the second I really am like, I'm done with that karmic energy. That's not a coincidence. That's exactly how that happens. So my angels were saying we weren't going to keep that client away forever, but what we didn't want was for you to bless abundantly the person that was your karmic depletion energy, the person that was posing as a partner for you. They were siphoning your energy, and you were about to blow it back. Because that's what I do. That gifts is one of my love languages. I don't know about you, Kenneth, but however you love, the karmic will find a way to deplete that. And so I was like, oh, I'll do whatever. I'll take care. We'll do da da da. And my angels were like, absolutely not. We didn't give this to you to give to her. And she doesn't even like you. And that's usually what happens in those karmic relationships, is that they don't even like you. No offense to you, sir, but meaning that if they can use you and abuse you, they don't like you. So you have to not conflate the issue so that you can get sane and get out. And so when I was really clear with the angels, I hate this here. I hate it here. I don't like this. I don't like her. I don't like her near as much as I do my health, my wealth, and my stability and sanity. They said, great, say less. And now that we see you're serious and we know you're never going to respin that block, will allow you to have back exactly what you might have thought you quote unquote lost. And it was even better because I got to establish new boundaries with that client and make things healthier and clean it up and a lot of things that needed to happen anyway. So it all worked out. But my point is, there's a biblical verse for that. God will restore the years that the locusts have eaten. It has to do with Job when everything was stripped away from him because he had karmic energies around him. He had a hater-ass wife that was like, curse God and just give your life up and commit Harry and go away because God doesn't love you. His friends were hating on him. Everyone was hating. And when he cleared out all that energy, God gave him back everything times like 20, okay? So that's the verse. God will restore the years that the locusts have eaten. And that happens when you actually pass your test and you're like, okay, I'm still going to be here. I never ever thought in a million years I would get that big wig client back. I wasn't soliciting it. I didn't go looking for it. But what happened was God saw fit to return it and restore it to me because it's okay, you're done with this sucking, siphoning energy of the karmic, right? And so that was why that happened with new boundaries, but this time with better boundaries. So I even got a client back and I got to reestablish some healthy boundaries with that client and make it a more functional and workable relationship. That's my example, but I noticed a direct correlation to a lot of losses in my life and that person. They were bad luck for me. That doesn't mean that they'll be bad luck for everybody. And that's the tricky thing about understanding karmic partnerships is that sometimes you're somebody's karmic, right? I know I have been. And so in this phase in your life, it sounds like she is your karmic because things are going away from you. The reason they're allowing it to continuously be depleted is because your angels want to get your attention so that you retreat from it. And you'll figure out when you do. Okay? So let's see what else we have here. Thank you, Felicia, for shouting out the website. I appreciate that. Lauren says it would be nice for me to be out of this masculine energy. I can't see the trolls yet. Oh, we had one earlier, Miss Laura. We got him out of here, but we also made him part of the lesson. They were here earlier. Robert says, I came across your live, scrolling through people's lives. You seem genuine and not full of bull. Take care. Thanks, Robert. I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. I try to not be full of bull. That's kind of my motto is keep it real. Really, truly. No matter what happens. Whether I only ever have this many subscribers or one day it's 100,000. I believe that authenticity is the name of the game, and I always pray for humility. And I ask you guys to pray for me too. For those of you that really value the work that I do, pray for me. Because you know what? Absolute power corrupts absolutely. No one is exempt from those temptations. And I pray on a continual daily basis for humility. Real talk, y'all. That's truly my personal ethos. I don't care what I look like. I don't care if my weight is up or down. I believe that how you treat people always comes back around. That's my real motto. So thank you. That means a lot to me, Robert, because that's truly how I try to be. All right, so let's see here. You've been here before, Robert. Yes, Robert has been here. Sending prayers, rain. Thank you, Miss Laura. Oh, thank you, Kick. Yeah, it's going a week ago. Okay. Gonna go, everyone. See ya. Nice, Rain. Thank you. Bye, Kicks. Good night. Okay. All right, guys. So now back to where I was talking about. Now that we've answered all the questions, I'm still working on finding a rhythm with that here with the lives, guys. But I was talking about your femininity and sitting in that space and knowing that you can attract whatever you want to you without having to do too much. Just being comfortable in your own skin. We all have our own form of beauty. Oh my goodness, you booked for next week. Thank you, Belle. Thank you so much. I so look forward to talking to you. I can't wait to read for you. I cannot wait to read for you. And since it's your first booking too, you have an extra 10 minutes free. I'm looking forward to speaking to you. I can't wait to click off here and go look at my calendar update. I love it. I love it so much. All right. Thank you so much for that. I can't wait to dive into what we were talking about so we can get more in depth privately about that. Thank you for trusting me and inviting me in to work with you. I really appreciate that. The ramen reading. I'm a college student. Excellent. See, you know, it was so funny when I was working with my web designers. They were like, you have like the Cheesecake Factory menu. And I was like, I do. But I had the Cheesecake Factory. I was guided by my angels to create my menu so that you could work with me and find something for everybody. And I love that you're a college student. And that's exactly what my angels guided me to do. They said, everybody's different. Everybody will have different needs. And everyone doesn't need an hour. And everyone has different, things that they can do. So I'm so grateful that you really found that. You see, you got to push through. And I listened to my angels. I didn't listen to web designers. I said, we're going to make the menu, the Cheesecake Factory menu then, because I want my collective to have choices. We love choices, variety. It's in fact the spice of life. So let's see here. Laura says, I tried to restore the contact on my phone we talked about yesterday. It should be back on my phone this evening. So, Laura, the answer is yes, but I have more questions that I'm not going to ask fully here. I'll text you personally. But, yeah, I'm curious about that a little bit. Hold on. If it's back on your phone, I think you should reach out. The reason I say that is this, because we talked about the history. I'm not going to go into it here for everybody, but a lot of groundwork was laid on the end of the contacting your phone, meaning they did a lot of groundwork. So it would be very okay for you to. But what I want to reach out to initiate contact, I'm speaking quietly like you can hear me. I'm talking in my head. It would be very okay for you to reach out because this is not about chasing or anything. You know, it's funny you say you want to get out of your masculine energy. You were very in control of that. And he definitely approached you with femininity. Femininity with a capital F, okay? He was fully attracted. And yes, what, you know, it's so funny you say that, Miss Laura. I started at the top of this live talking about femininity and how it will attract to us. I was out to dinner as I'm traveling. I'm now in Tampa, back from Atlanta and all that. And I was out to dinner and someone slid me their number, right? And it's so funny. I thought of you. A guy slid me his number and I thought of you. And so you get to decide what you want to do when a number slips to you. Now, you know, with the ring on my finger and the gender of the person sliding the number, I was not interested. That part of my life is taken care of for sure. But for you, it would be very okay for you to find some fun and flirty way because he invited. It was offered and it was very pursued. Does that make sense? So there is no runner and chaser with you. This is not some weird dynamic. It would be only appropriate. This is very much, I mean, the kerchief was dropped. If we were in Bridgerton, you dropped the kerchief long ago, okay? And he's been waiting to pick it up, okay? So yeah, we'll talk about that more personally though, absolutely. All right, Belle, okay. Yes. Just for a chat with him? Yes. Yeah. I think that's what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying. I think that's what you're saying. Maybe I missed something. Yeah, just for a chat. Yeah, definitely. Okay, yes, understood. Good. Cool. I didn't want to get too deep in the business. Too deep in the business, but I do not think it's a coincidence that I started this out talking about a number. Okay? So you missed that part of the live. You'll see it on the playback. But I was talking about femininity and how it attracts, and then you get to decide what you want to do. And femininity is in the eye of you. You know, not just a beholder. Like, femininity comes in all different stripes and colors, and you get to decide what your version of attractive is. And in your case, someone decided that you were incredibly attractive in that part. So yes, I definitely would, especially if it's been tickling your soul. That's probably your angels chatting with you and trying to take hold. You know, when they say Jesus take the wheel, they said release control. Release control and let us take the wheel. All right, so if there's no more questions, I'm gonna stand here for about 5 more minutes. If I don't have any more questions, I've been on for about an hour. It's been so good sharing energy with you. And see, I think I might do, I'm gonna do a pre-record or jump on here. I'm waiting for my friend to get back from the concert. We shall see. Let's see if there's anything else that comes out to talk about with you. And Rain, please email me if you're still on here, my love. Please, please, please. I would love to really pray for you and chat with you. If at all possible, if you can take calls at the hospital, I would happily call you, my love. All right. Page of Cups, Three of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Six of Wands. Okay, so overarching message and healing is what I'm seeing here. A lot of you guys are healed. They didn't just say healing. They said a lot of you guys are healed from what you have gone through. And you are stabilized. And this is my favorite card for you. It's Six of Wands. You're kind of a big deal. Start acting like it. I love this for us, guys. You're kind of a big deal. Start acting like it. You have admirers, whether you realize it or not. You also have worked really hard on your spiritual gifting, and they want you to stand in your power. Excuse me. Pardon me, with the red that's on here, it's root chakra energy, red shoes, and I'm thinking of ruby slippers and Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And that song is channeling in my mind. And clicking your heels together and making a wish to be someplace else. A lot of you guys wish yourself out of and worked yourself out of incredibly toxic situations. And for that reason alone, you are a big deal. So it is absolutely time to start acting like it. Okay? So I'm so grateful for everybody that jumped in here. Robert, thank you for coming in and not trolling me tonight. So good to see your face if you watch this back on the playback, or to see your energy here tonight in good energy. Laura, thank you for popping in. And I am going to go in real quick and see if I can disconnect. Hold on a second. Hold on one second, guys. Felicia, I'm going to leave you as a moderator. And okay. All right, so I'm going to leave you, Miss Laura, and Felicia as standard moderators. All right, guys, I feel like I've got that in tow because I didn't realize that it just stays on and you're that when you pop in. Miss Laura, let me know if you want me to remove you as a standard moderator because I can take you off right now. That way it's not there, and if you want to do it, you can ask. That way it's not like expected. I just wanted to be so clear with that. I do not expect it. Your tutelage is greatly helpful. I was able to kind of walk someone a little bit through to let her know, if I think it was Felicia, that it was definitely doable. Okay. Anyway, guys, that was good. We're right in an hour. So good sharing energy with you. Come back and join me next time, guys. If I don't have any more questions, and I don't think I do, perfect. And we will continue to evolve together.